Thank you for joining me today. My name is Christine. My pronouns are she and her. This is everyday yoga, and we are going to practice a restorative flow that's going to be kind of focused around winter solstice. Tomorrow is winter solstice in my world. It might be about 3 weeks later before this video actually gets posted to YouTube, but it'll still be winter, and the same general principles will apply as we are in this darkest, coldest part of the winter. We're also going to reconnect with our spine, our very structure of our body, the length of which everything else is connected. So let's go ahead and gather any props that you like to use in your practice, maybe a couple of bed pillows, blankets, blocks, whatever you have nearby that you like to use to make yourself feel comfortable and cozy and well supported. So let's come into that tall seat. You can be sitting any way you like that allows your knees to feel open and relaxed. And just maybe close your eyes and right away take 3 big cleansing breaths, inhaling through the nose, exhale through the nose or the mouth with a big sigh. Let's do that 2 more times. Big inhale. One more time. Big inhale all the way deep into the belly, expanding down into the pelvis, the low back, the kidney region. Big exhale, fully and completely let it go. And then bring your awareness, your inner eye, to your spine. And just visualize the spine running up the length of the back of your body, all the way from the tail to the base of the skull. And you can visualize there in the neck that lovely, beautiful curve, the 7 small floating vertebrae, and then the thoracic spine that curves in the opposite direction, running down between your shoulder blades, behind your heart. The lumbar spine down at the low back, supporting with the biggest vertebra of the spine, that same opposing S-curve. Beautiful length of your spine, and then it attaches to the sacrum, those 4 fused vertebrae that are attached to your pelvis. And then beneath that, we've got the 4 floating vertebrae of the tailbone. And they're all connected. They all have blood vessels and nerves running up and down their length. Just maybe as you bring your awareness to the bottom of your body, to the places where you are supported and connected to the earth, to the ground. You can also bring your awareness to the tailbone, and then encourage a little more length in the spine, imagining you're creating a little more space in between each and every stacked vertebra, all the way up to the base of your skull. And from this root, from this center, let's begin rocking back and forth, kind of like you're riding a horse. Just gently rock forward, rock back, rock forward, rock back. Kind of think of your pelvis as that bowl that's sort of spilling forward as you rock forward and coming towards the back as you rock back. And you might even, as you rock back, scoop the tailbone under, and as you rock forward, draw the heart forward. just getting some movement in the tailbone, in the sacrum, becoming aware of the contact and the support underneath you, feeling grounded here. And we're going to keep moving with this, and you might speed up the movement, you might slow down the movement, you might link it up with your breath. So maybe slowing down might look like an inhale to come forward and an exhale to come back. Really focusing on the root chakra here, if you like. That place of structure and strength and stability. And maybe you can even have a positive affirmation here that I love and appreciate every cell of my body. Focusing on the root chakra, that sense of being supported. I love and appreciate every cell of my body. Getting in touch with our root chakra at this time of the winter solstice. And then let's come to sit back up to that nice tall spine again. And the winter solstice is a really wonderful time for us to find quiet restoration. And it's funny how in our culture, this is like a really busy, frenzied time of the year as we get ready for the holidays. But this is really a great time for reflection back on the year as it has been for you. All of the things that you've come through, all of the ways that you've grown, all of the ways you've taken care of yourself and learned new things. So this is a good time to reflect there on that sturdy foundation that you're building for yourself. And then let's focus on the center of the belly here. Really thinking about the space in between the breastbone and the belly button, just underneath the sternum, kind of where the diaphragm lies. And we're going to do that same motion, but instead of rocking down at the root, we'll be rocking through the middle of the back, the upper lumbar and the thoracic spine. So let's inhale, draw the heart forward, exhale, round the back. And as you draw the heart forward, you might think about your shoulder blades like elevator doors, and you're closing those elevator doors. And as you rock back, the elevator doors are opening as you press back between the shoulder blades. So just moving from that space at the central belly. And again, we can look at this from the lens of the chakras, the second chakra and the third chakra in the belly. The second chakra being the place of flow and creativity. And if you focus there on the center of the pelvis, just beneath the belly button, you might even say something like, I am at peace with the flow of life. Whatever goes on around us, we can be at peace, knowing that it's all flowing and ever changing. And we might think at the upper third chakra, that place of will, as I can, I will, I am. And let's come back to that tall spine once again. And then bring those hands together at heart center. Knowing that at your third chakra, your second chakra, those places of will and creativity, you can learn from the past year of your life. that foundation you've created for yourself, and decide what you want to create for yourself in this next phase with your will and your creativity. And maybe you can do it from a place of love. And so here with our thumbs at our sternum, we can draw those shoulder blades back and down and lift the heart up towards the thumbs. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, press the palms together isometrically, drawing those shoulder blades back and down. And as you inhale, bring the right hand in front of the left hand. We're going to hook the fingers and draw the elbows away from one another. Inhale, press the hands together at heart center. Exhale, right hand comes in behind the left, hooking the fingers together and pulling, drawing the shoulder blades towards one another. Keeping the heart lifted as we keep alternating, moving with your breath, stimulating that heart chakra, that place of love, that place of not telling you what you're doing is wrong, but the place where you know what you're doing is right, that part of yourself. And you might even have an affirmation here. I have a big heart, and that's a wonderful thing. Or I have a kind and loving heart. We'll just keep continuing doing this. It's kind of a tricky movement to link this sort of odd movement with the breath. You have to really think about it. I think I just missed one. But it's yoga for the brain as well. We're establishing that we can do new things, building our capacity to do those new things, as well as increasing our neuroplasticity. Just a few more times. And then we'll press the palms together and release the hands down to the knees. Let's go ahead and bring the hands behind us. If your legs are crossed, switch the cross of your legs, finding balance here in this posture. Now we'll get a little gentle twisting motion. So let's bring the hands to the tops of the shoulders. And we're going to bring those triceps out parallel to the earth. So the elbows are once again pointing out to either side. We're going to twist to the left as we inhale. And as we exhale, we'll twist to the right. Inhaling and exhaling out the nose. Gentle twist here. We don't want to overdo in these twists and hurt a rib or something like that. And if you haven't done much twisting today, your spine might be kind of cool yet, even though we've done some things to warm it up. But let's go ahead and take a full, complete breath to prepare. And then we'll begin. Take your gaze along with you. And we're moving up at the top of the spine, opening up across the shoulders, across the collarbones, and even into the throat. And from here, our affirmation for the throat chakra could be, I speak my truth. Or I live an authentic life. A couple more times to each direction. Recommit to your tall spine. 3, 2, 1. Last time to the right is the last time. Release your hands. Come back to your tall, still spine and just notice your energy. Just notice if there's been any kind of a change or shift since you began your practice. Letting yourself feel whatever it is you are feeling in this moment. And then we'll do just a little bit of eye yoga. I know a lot of us are looking at devices a lot these days. So let's imagine that your face is a clock. Up at your forehead is 12 o'clock. Down at your chin is 6 o'clock. We've got 3 o'clock over here at the left cheekbone, 9 o'clock over here at the right. You can fill in all the blanks. Let's go ahead and without moving your head, just moving your eyes, take your gaze up towards the 12 and then down to the 6. Up towards 12, down to 6, over to 3, over to 9, over to 3, over to 9. And then we'll take it over to 2 o'clock, and then maybe to 10, 2 and 10, 2 and 10, and then maybe 4 and 8, 4 and 8, 4 and 8. And then let's go up to 12 and then go clockwise all the way around the clock. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, all the way down to the 6. Up the opposite side, just moving the eyes. And then the opposite direction. All the way back up to 12. And as we're looking up towards the 12, you might think of your third eye chakra just right there between your brows. And you might say, I can choose a different thought. I can choose a different thought. Or maybe I trust my intuition. So whatever resonates there with you. Just acknowledging the strength and length of your spine, lubricating it up, inviting that synovial fluid in. Let's get a little bit of length in the side body here before we move on. Let's inhale and sweep the hands up towards the sky. And once you get there, we'll begin to climb a ladder or maybe a rope. Not doing so much of a side bend as a lengthening all the way from the hips to the fingertips. You might reach the fingertips up. Keeping the hands open. Whichever feels best for you in your body. We'll come back to center, both arms reaching up. Let's interlace those fingers, turn the palms up to the sky, bring the shoulders all the way up towards the ears. And then exhale, draw the shoulders down, keeping the palms pressing up towards the sky. Draw the elbows back, draw the shoulder blades together, closing those elevator doors here, opening up across the heart. Keeping your spine long. One more full breath here. And then we'll exhale to release. If you've got some blocks or blankets or pillows for support, take a hold of those and bring them out in front of you. We're going to go ahead and take a wide-legged straddle here. So take your feet out along the length of your mat. You can stay sitting up on a support if that feels good in your body, or you can go ahead and come on down to your mat if you don't want that extra support behind you. But we're just going to want that pelvis, as we did at the beginning, tilting the pelvis forward and back. We want that pelvis tilting somewhat forward here. We're going to take the hands out to the thighs and find that nice tall spine once again, really bringing your awareness to the integrity and the strength of your spine. Take a nice big inhale here, and as you exhale, exhale out the mouth like you're fogging a mirror. And notice the gentle engagement of your core as you make that exhale. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, exhale. And the next time we do that breath, exhale through the nose. The breath will take longer and it will feel more subtle, but it's healthier for us to inhale and exhale through the nose. And it slows the exhale down, which is great for our nervous system. So let's try that again. So when I ask you to engage the core as we come out of some of these postures, that's the kind of engagement I'd love for you to look for. So let's inhale and reach the arms up overhead alongside the ears. Exhale, engage that core gently and hinge forward at the hips, tilting the pelvis forward, keeping the toes pointing up towards the sky. Another inhale here. Exhale, release the hands down to the earth. Tuck your chin gently, draw the shoulder blades down and back. Continue to reach out through the heels. As you inhale, draw your heart a little more forward, creating a little more length in the spine. As you exhale, maybe come a little bit closer to the earth. From here, you might want to bring your hands to a block, or maybe your palms to the floor. Maybe you bring the forearms all the way down to the floor. Whatever feels good for you here. We're going to take 3 full breaths right here, keeping that length, keeping that engagement, strengthening the back body here by keeping the core strong. As you inhale, breathe deeply into the belly, into the low back, into the hips. As you exhale, see where you can find some ease. Can you relax the jaw? Can you relax the skin of the forehead? Can you soften the shoulders? Maybe you can release a little bit of tension in the thighs. Just being able to find ease even in the effort. Next inhale, go ahead and walk your hands back towards your hips, coming back to that tall spine. And then we're going to take our right leg and bend the knee, bringing the sole of the foot to the inside of the left thigh. Have your blocks out in front of you again. We're going to inhale those arms up alongside the ears. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips. Maybe you release the hands down the next time you exhale. Maybe you bring your hands to your block. Maybe you bring your forearms all the way down to the earth. I think I'm going to rest my forearms to a block here. Coming into that point where you feel sensation and you can breathe into the low back. Still creating length through that left leg. And then we're going to take the left arm and turn it parallel to the hips. So I've got my forearm on a block here. My fingertips are pointing over to the right and my left elbow is pointing towards my left foot. Bring your right palm to the top of your right thigh and take a little twist looking over to the right. Breathe into the low back, the low belly, the pelvis, the hips, expanding. As you exhale, where can you soften? Where can you release? If you want a little more sensation here, you can press a little more firmly into your right thigh. Twist a little more deeply. Keep that chin tucked and keep drawing the shoulder down and back. And breathing into the low back. Notice what you notice. 2 more breaths wherever you are, finding ease in the jaw, forehead, length in the neck. Inhale one last time here. Exhale, we'll unwind, come back to center. Inhale, press yourself back up to that tall spine, and then we'll just switch sides. Bring that left foot in to meet the right thigh. Press out through your right heel. We'll inhale the arms up alongside the ears. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips. One more full breath there, and then release your hands or your forearms down to whatever is comfortable for you. And you can have that block on the low, medium, or high setting, whatever feels nice. Again, find that nice deep belly breath. And then we'll find that twist. Bring your right arm parallel to your hips, right fingertips pointing to the left, right elbow pointing to the right. We'll bring the left palm to the top of the left thigh and find a gentle twist looking over towards the left. Breathing into the low back, breathing into the belly, taking care of the sacrum here. This is really great for anyone who's recovering from sciatica, probably not with an acute injury, but maybe if you're just feeling achy down there or you've had an injury and you're recovering, this can be really, really helpful and feel really, really nurturing for you. Maybe you might want to deepen that twist a little bit more, breathing into the sacrum. Noticing what you notice. 2 more breaths wherever you are. Inhale one last time here. Exhale, unwind, come back to center. We'll press ourselves back up to a tall seat. Let's bring that right foot in to meet the left, coming into Baddha Konasana, where the feet come together. Let's find a couple cat-cows here. So let's inhale, draw the heart forward, close the elevator doors of the shoulder blades, and look up towards the sky. Exhale, rock back onto the tailbone, press back behind the belly button, open up the shoulder blades. Inhale, opening up the throat and the collarbones. Exhale, chin to chest, big stretch across the tops of the shoulders. Let's do that 2 more times, moving at your own pace with your own breath. Just really getting into the spine. And then let's make some circles. Doesn't matter what direction you go because we're going to switch it up. And you can stay tall and lifted and long through the spine as you make these circles. Or you can get really into it and press all the way back into cat as you go around the back and come all the way forward into cow as you come around the front, getting your shoulders and your neck as involved as you feel like it's going to be good for you. And then we'll reverse those circles, finding balance, lubricating the spine. And then we'll come all the way back up to that tall spine once again. And then we'll take that block, or maybe you've got a pillow or a bolster or a cushion. We're going to send the feet out a little farther. And I'm just going to turn to the side so that you can kind of see my setup here. Feet are still together, kind of a Baddha Konasana, but now it's more of a diamond shape here. It's going to get us into turtle posture. So we can find that nice tall spine here. Inhale, find length in the side body, reach the fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips, tilting the pelvis forward once again. One more inhale here. Exhale, release your hands to rest on your mat or your ankles or the inside of your legs, whatever feels nice here. This could be a really great place to stay right here. Just breathing into that low back, letting everything expand. You might want to take a block on any setting and make this a more restorative yin-like posture, letting the back round and resting the forehead to your block on any position, high, medium, low. Breathing across the whole back body, letting your arms, your hands relax, relaxing the shoulders and the jaw. Might even rock your forehead gently from side to side a couple times to massage that space between the brows. Maybe it's just a little tension headache. Maybe you're stimulating that third eye, that place where you can choose a different thought and trust your intuition. Whatever resonates with you. Or if you want to go a little deeper, you can come into full turtle. Thread your right forearm underneath your right calf and your left forearm underneath your left calf. Draw the heart forward and then let the back body round, releasing the crown of the head towards the earth, tucking the chin deeply and finding stillness here. So wherever you are, whatever is best for your body and your mind today, let's find some stillness here, releasing the fascia in the back body, communicating to our nervous system that we are safe in our little home here, the home of our body. Releasing the tension anywhere you can in your body. Just doing a little mental scan of all your places where you know you hold tension and inviting them to soften, choosing a different response for your body. Let's find 5 full breaths wherever you are. And as you're ready, begin to gently come out of whatever structure you have built for yourself. Walking your hands back to your hips, coming back to that tall spine. And then we're going to find a restorative heart opener. So again, there's a lot of different ways you can do this. If you have a bolster or a pillow or a blanket, you can fold up. We want it to be lengthwise down the back so that we can rest the whole spine across the support. Everything will be nice and even. I'm actually not quite sure. I want the head to be supported here also. You might use a combination of blocks and a blanket. So I think what I'm going to do for myself is I'm just going to open up this blanket, and I could also use that bolster, but I won't make it easy for myself. You might have to improvise as well. We're just going to roll up the blanket, or maybe use your pillow, whatever you have available, to create a little improv bolster. And then I'm going to use the blocks at the top, maybe one, maybe both, to find some support for my head. You're going to back your tailbone right up to your support, whatever you have. And we're going to just send those legs out nice and straight for now. Begin to lower yourself down onto the bolster, coming down to your forearms. And from here, you might want to bend your knees, bring the soles of the feet to the earth, and then lay your spine down on the support you've built. Open up your arms to the sky. Open up your heart. Let your arms be heavy and relaxed and soft. And then you've got three options for your legs. You keep them, well, that's four, I guess. Keep them the way they are, that's one. Send them out long once again, extending both legs, that's your second option. You can come into Baddha Konasana once again, bringing the soles of the feet together and the knees out to either side. And if you like, you can put pillows or blocks under those knees. Or you can bring the feet out wide and the knees in together, coming into constructive rest pose. So try them on for size. See what one fits your body today. And we are going to relax here, resetting, rejuvenating, restoring. One more affirmation that I'd like to share is, with an open heart, we can choose to meet things with love. We can look at situations and we can look at other people through the lens of love, through that inner being part of yourself, lighthouse part of yourself, your soul, your spirit, whatever you want to call it, but essentially it is love. And so as we are in this winter solstice, maybe a little stressed out, maybe dealing with other people who are stressed out, we might try to view those situations and those people from a lens of love. And our affirmation here can be, I choose to release the need to change or control others. I release the need to change or control others. It's a good thing to release because we can't change or control others anyway. So as we say goodbye to 2022, let's release those needs, those expectations, those situations that are no longer serving us, leaving them behind. Gratitude for them as part of our experience here. And we can look ahead to the future, knowing that we can choose a different thought, that we can do new things, and we can live from a place of love. If you'd like, you can go ahead and stop your video right here, staying in this posture for as long as feels good to you. If you've got to go, gently bring your knees up to the sky, your feet parallel if they're not already, and we're simply going to roll off whatever support you've built and press yourself up to that nice tall seat once again. Let's find Dandasana, staff pose, toes pointing up towards the skies, legs extended. Take that nice big inhale here. Exhale with your fogging the mirror nose or breath through the nose. Engaging your strong core, supporting your spine. And then we'll inhale, reaching the fingers up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your palms together and down to meet your heart. That lens of love is the light within me, and it honors the light within each of you. May you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your hearts, peace in your words, and peace always. Namaste.